Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of Hell's Kitchen.
Last week, Carol was sent home.
Alright, so Ramsay asked, I think it was Paula and Danny.
Tough question time.
Who the weakest chefs were on their team.
Ben and Andrea, of course. So, yeah, it was a total fake out.
He's like, take off your jackets.
Alright, you're continuing on, both of you.
It was so obvious he wasn't going to eliminate them right there.
You don't eliminate them at the beginning of the show, you dummies. But then again, they probably didn't know where the show is cut, so.
So anyway,
yeah.
Like you said, they're both continuing.
It's the one black team now.
Break out the black jackets.
It's time for individual challenge. No more team challenges.
So the reward is you get to hang out with Gordon in San Francisco.
Culinary tour of San Francisco.
So the challenge was that they had to take 14 ingredients and use all of them in a delicious dish.
Well, some of the 14 ingredients were like red wine, penne pasta, mushrooms, rosemary, chicken. All decent ingredients. You know, nothing stupid.
Mm-hmm. So they all came up with something, and of course
they were all good, I thought.
Ben took like half an hour to explain his dish.
What is wrong with him? He should just shut the hell up.
Yeah, so it came down to Ben and Danny. Mm-hmm. They were both great.
Yeah, I wanted Danny to win so bad. I did not want Ben to win because he's such a chucklehead. I can't stand him.
But guess what? Ben won. So he got to pick one person to go with him on the reward, and he picked Robert.
Right.
Which really pissed Danny off.
Danny was really pissed off. And besides the fact that the losers, it's delivery day. Mm-hmm. I hate when they have to unload all those boxes. There was like 20 cases of San Pellegrino there. And those are freaking heavy, I know, because I brought them home from the store before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to have to do some prep work, too. And Giovanni was trying to be a hero, carrying, like, a bunch of boxes all at once. And he dropped some, and there was glass in them, and they broke. And it was pretty much Giovanni's episode to be an a-hole.
Yeah, so at the reward, they were hanging out with Gordon, took a private jet, blah, blah, blah.
And of course, Ben was, like, totally douchey to Robert. He was like, hey, so how do you like this? You're finally, like, eating with the Richie Riches, and, like, you're a Richie Rich to tell him. Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah, they sat at a chef's table. I forgot what the restaurant was.
It looked pretty decent, though. But Ben is such a douche. He could ruin anything. So the boys return, and Ben, of course, has to describe every second of the trip. First we did this, and then Gordon farted.
I'm not trying to upset you guys, but it was just so awesome.
Yeah, so great. Thanks, Ben.
So that night, the menu featured Ben's winning dish of stuffed chicken.
Whatever. So it's time to open Hell's Kitchen. JP. Andrea had issues with her timing.
All night. And she didn't know what the hell was going on.
I think she was high because she was just like, what's the order? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, chef. And like she wasn't answering him because she didn't know too. So she looked like a real bitch.
Giovanni had a lot of issues himself.
And he even had some bloody chicken, which was not cool. Yeah. Nobody wants salmonella.
So Andrea was actually thrown out of the kitchen by Ramsay, and she had to get a pep talk from JP. I'm surprised she didn't just get the standard storage room pep talk.
I know. That's what usually happens, but I guess JP needed some camera time, so that was pretty cool. We don't mind. So then Chef Gordon starts calling Giovanni a blank face. It could have been fart face. I don't know, but I think it was the bad one.
Yeah.
So Giovanni, I couldn't believe it, was like, no, F-face, no.
Alright, his accent is not like
I
that.
know, but I can't do Giovanni too good because his accent's too slight. So, no. And Gordon was like, no, you're an F-face. And and Giovanni...
Could have been S-face, too.
It could have been, but it looked like F. So, yeah. The final straw was when Giovanni burned Robert with a sizzler plate that he had put in the fridge.
Yeah.
What was up with that? Why would you do that? It's like everybody was gone stupid.
It was like second-degree burns, too.
Yeah. So dinner service pretty much ended in disaster for everyone.
But Paula did great, so she got to nominate 2 people.
Did she do great? Or was she just the best of the worst?
He said she was consistent and stuff, so...
Okay, well,
it wasn't like, you're the best of the West.
she has to nominate 2. So, of course, she's going to nominate Giovanni and Andrea. She's going to go with the safe choice. So why should those 2 stay, you ask Gordon? Well, Giovanni is pissed. He had a bad day.
And Andrea's always doing her best and trying hard, even in the punishments.
Sure. So, in the end, it was pretty obvious that Giovanni was sent home, and Gordon added insult to injury by saying, "For all the right reasons this time, you're going home."
Yeah.
Then, after he kicked out Giovanni, Andrea goes to, like, run back with her group, and Gordon's like, "Wait! You're pretty arrogant, aren't you? I haven't said a word to you."
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Okay, sorry." "All right, go back." Great, thanks, Gordon. So there's a little late night phone call from Gordon, and it's not to go hang out at the restaurants either. He's calling everyone to the kitchen.
Well, dining room.
Oh, right. And yeah, the announcement is that he's closing Hell's Kitchen.
What?
I know.
So next week, they're going to have to fight to stay. Just like every other week.
Exactly. It's going to be the most controversial Hell's Kitchen ever. Oh, right. Till then, much love.